And a very good evening, everyone, and on behalf of Fontaine Sports Media, welcome to Tassport TV's very first live coverage of State League Netball, coming to you live from the Silverdome here in Launceston. My name is Rick Fontaine, and wherever you may be tuning into our coverage, a very warm welcome to you. It is a cool night in Launceston, but maybe you're listening to us overseas on the stream. That'd be great because the weather would be much better than what it is here at the moment. We must say, first of all, a very special thanks to our sponsor for tonight's coverage, Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, and also the team at Netball Tasmania for their fabulous support with our broadcast tonight. We're very pleased to be here, and what a game this should be tonight. It is the Launceston derby between the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks and the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers, the final round of the season before the finals. And the math's pretty simple for the Cavaliers: a win and they will make the finals, a loss and they will bow out. Last night, if you haven't caught the result, Arrows defeated the Kingston Blues 81 points to 33. So that has made the equation a little bit simpler for the Cavaliers tonight. But as we said, they must win against the Northern Hawks, who currently sit second on the ladder. That's where they'll finish, and they'll take on Arrows next week in the semi-finals. But a thrilling climax to the ANZ State League netball season here at the Silverdome tonight. We've got the Kingston Blues currently sitting in third place on 22 points from Cripps Waratah and Corona Flames on 21, who meet tonight. And the Cavaliers, courtesy of a better percentage than the Kingston Blues, are on 20 points, so a win tonight would see them leapfrog Kingston and into the finals. We're not too far away from getting underway, about 11 minutes. And it should be a great game and a fantastic crowd here already tonight. Both teams just going through their final warm-ups, and they certainly do need to warm up. It is a very cool night, particularly in here at the Silverdome. But to kick things off this evening, being joined up here by one of the stars from the Cavaliers, unfortunately is out injured at the moment, Kath Van Coolen joins us now. Kath, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Rick.
And look, Kath, obviously you'd like to be out there tonight. It's a big game for the Cavaliers, all on the line to make the finals tonight. How are the girls feeling?
Oh, there's always so much hype around the Hawks and Cavaliers games. We've actually been really composed this week at trainings and very pumped for this particular game. Obviously, do or die, so it's exciting times.
It is exciting times, and as you mentioned, the derby's always big hypes. The Hawks have won the last couple of games, but a lot of motivation tonight, not only to beat your arch rival, but to try and get that berth in the finals. Kingston going down obviously makes it pretty straightforward now. A win, you're in. A loss, unfortunately, that's it. But unless, well, I guess your percentage is going to be fine to get in, but a strong start is going to be crucial against the Hawks, who've had a terrific year.
Oh, most definitely will be crucial. Early on, if we can get a bit of a lead and show that we're really confident out there, then I think we should be able to ruffle the Hawks a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously they're looking ahead a little bit to next week in the finals already. Of course, they're safely and secure in second place on the ladder. But tell us a little bit about the Cavaliers. You've been there for a long time. I was just looking at your bio, 256 games. 13 seasons, 5 club best and fairest, 4-time All-Star and 4 premierships. That's a pretty good biography.
Well, I sure am feeling it at the moment.
Tell us about the injury. Obviously, it's disappointing to be missing out, particularly late in the season as well.
Yeah, it's extremely frustrating, especially because I'm one of the leaders, obviously, in the team. Not only, I guess, with age as well. Yeah, so my injury against Devon, it was a couple of weeks ago, a calf injury. So I've had MRIs and a few scans done, and hopefully I'm in really good hands. So
yeah.
A few weeks, hopefully.
Yeah, and look, the club itself has been a bit of a transition, of course, this year. A young squad, and we just saw a terrific game there in the 19s. It was an incredible finish. The Northern Hawks winning 52 to 51. Both clubs, a lot of great young talent in netball in Tasmania at the moment. It's pretty exciting, isn't it, for the sport?
There sure is. Over probably the past 5 years has been a huge change with regards to the playing style, with all the younger girls coming up and obviously the older ones that when I was young leaving the competition, and it's a very physical game now, which is definitely a change.
Obviously, we got the exciting news of the Diamonds taking on New Zealand here in October, and I heard yesterday that that's officially sold out already, so around 3,500 tickets, which is tremendously exciting. there's a lot of sports out there that are trying to get young women to play. We're seeing state league football, of course, and basketball's doing well, but netball seems to be really popular. I mean, my two young girls are here watching tonight. They're only playing school netball at the moment, but there seems to be a real buzz around the sport and a real growth stage. A lot of young kids taking it up.
We have some development squads. Obviously, they work through to play for the 17s and 19s and go into seniors, hopefully. And there are so many girls that try out at the start of each season, and they all have tremendous potential. So it's great to see the growth within netball, and I guess the popularity is growing too.
Absolutely. Well, Kath, I know you want to get down there on the bench and support the girls. We're not too far away from a start here at the Silverdome. We appreciate your time. We wish you well with your injury recovery, and we hope for the Cavaliers' sake they can get over the line. But thanks for your time tonight.
Definitely. Thanks, Rick.
Kath Van Coolen joining us here pre-game as we count down to the start of the Northern Hawks and the Cavaliers getting underway with thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, and we're really excited about it. 6.5 minutes away. Teams, as you can see, just going through their final warm-ups. As I mentioned earlier, very, very good crowd here tonight, as we normally see with the derby. So we're about to get underway and looking forward to bringing it to you tonight. So we hope that you can sit back, relax at home, wherever you may be, with a nice glass of red or maybe a beer, and watching the local live State League netball on our YouTube channel here, courtesy of Fontaine Sports Media. So we thank you for your company, and I hope you can stick around for the next hour and a half or so. So we're about 6 minutes away. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back to the Silverdome very shortly.
Myrtle Ridge Financial Services is proud to be a partner in tonight's big clash between the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks and the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers. We wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's match as they move forward in their quest for a grand final berth. Myrtle Ridge is a financial services business located at 43 Elizabeth Street in Launceston. The advisors provide quality advice in relation to superannuation, investment and life insurance needs. Call them today on 6334 6330 or visit their website myrtleridge.com.au. Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, proudly supporting women's sport in Tasmania. The information in this segment is general only. It is not intended as personal recommendations for the audience. Please consider whether the information suits your circumstances before acting on it. This information provided by Paul von Stiglitz and Nigel Jones of NM Agencies Unit Trust, being authorised representatives and credit representatives of Charter Financial Planning Limited.
At Fontaine Sports Media, we are passionate about bringing live local sporting action from anywhere around Tasmania. No matter what sport it is, including school sports, we can provide great coverage through our high-definition vision streaming online with expert commentary from anywhere around Tasmania. Many people can't get to sporting events for reasons such as age, health, work or studies, so we have the ability to bring the sport to them via any device they can watch from anywhere in the world. So please give us a call 0448 040407 or check us out on Facebook at Fontaine Sports Media. Give us a call today and we can help to promote your sport and take it to a new level, and also provide you with copies of any event that you've got as well for your records. So please, once again, give us a call, Fontaine Sports Media 0448 040407 today. And welcome back to the Launceston Silverdome with thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, and special thanks also to Netball Tasmania. We're just about 3.5 minutes away from the start of a big clash here at the Silverdome tonight. It is going to be an absolute beauty. The Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks taking on the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers. It is going to be a terrific night, getting underway at 8:15. Very pleased now to introduce my co-commentator. She's going to be giving us all the special comments tonight on this big, crucial game at the Silverdome. Emma Reeder, good evening to you. Welcome.
Oh, good evening. Thank you.
Great to have you with us here, and it's a pretty exciting night for netball, and particularly netball here in Launceston. A lot on the line, of course, for the Cavaliers in particular, and for the Hawks. They'd certainly want to take winning form into the finals, particularly after they got blown away a little bit by the Arrows last week.
Yeah, it's always good, the Northern Derby. Cavs would be coming out strong tonight, try and get into the finals. They'd be really striving to get there.
Yeah, and we take a look at the lineup tonight. First of all, for the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks, we'll have Ashley Moore will be the goal shooter, goal attack Zoe Claridge, Sarah Lyons in the centre, the skipper Ashton Wiley wing attack, Nakia Lapham in wing defence, Kate Von Stiglitz goal defence, and Kate Highland will be the goalkeeper, coached by Ruth Tui. And the Cavaliers starting 7 will be led by the captain Kate Gibson in goal attack, Deanna Wadley goal shooter, and we have Shelby Miller wing attack, Dana Lester in the centre, Tessa Coote wing defence, Kelsey Norquay goal defence, and Estelle Margetts goalkeeper, coached by Danny Carstens. So as we mentioned a little bit earlier, Emma, it's a bit of a transition period for the Cavaliers this year, and they're tied in a real tense battle tonight. Of course, the other game going on tonight down south as well, a very important one between Cripps Waratah and Karana Flames. The maths there are also pretty simple. The winner will go through, unless it's a draw. That's going to make it very interesting.
It is going to make it very, very interesting, that's for sure.
Yes, if we have the Cavaliers win and a draw in that game, I do like my maths. We're going to have 4 sides locked on 22 points. So everyone will be getting the calculators out and doing some maths.
Down to the decimal points.
Yep, no, the hierarchy at Netball Tasmania might have a long night trying to calculate the finalists.
Yeah, they might.
What are you expecting tonight?
I'm expecting both teams to come out very, very hard. Obviously, Hawks want to finish their season off on a high and have a good run into the finals. The Cavaliers, obviously, they've been known to be up there, top of the tables last few years, and they'd want to keep up their reps, so to speak. So they're going to be coming out very hard as well. I expect it to be a very physical game.
And the Hawks have had a terrific season, haven't they? They've said they got beaten pretty easily last week, 90-57 by the Arrows, but they've had an incredible season, the Arrows, haven't they? They've just gone from strength to strength, and they're undefeated.
Yeah, the Arrows are definitely been top of the table all year since round 1, so it'll be interesting come finals.
It will be indeed. We're about to see both sides introduced as they come out onto the court very shortly. I think the Cavaliers just making their way out onto the court here at the Silverdome, and we're not too far away from getting underway. The Northern Hawks and the Cavaliers here on Tas Sports TV. And a lot of excitement. As I said, the earlier game in the 19s was an absolute thriller with the Northern Hawks winning. They just scored in the last 5 seconds to take the match 52-51. The Cavaliers did transition the ball down to the other end of the court, but just didn't have enough time to get the shot up, as we now see the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks coming out onto the court now. And the umpires also to be introduced very, very shortly. So we won't be too far away. And Emma, it's going to be, a night for the Hawks. Not much riding on the line for them, but as we said before, they'd want to take some good form into the finals. They're going to be up against the Arrows next week. They wouldn't want to lose a derby either, would they?
No. No one wants to lose a derby, that's for sure.
No, and we've got Rachel and Zoe as our umpires out there on the court tonight. So Rachel Stebbings, and we're about to get underway here at the Silverdome as the Cavaliers get us underway. Kelsey Norquay getting an early touch. Very good defensive pressure early on from the Hawks. They build up.
Advantage offside, wing defence.
Inboard. You can hear we've got the umpires mic'd up tonight as Kate Gibson just can't quite sink it. But good work there on that occasion by Deanna Wadley there. As I said, we've got the umpires mic'd up tonight, which is absolutely fantastic. So we thank them for their cooperation, and you'll be able to hear all the decisions and the explanation of them. And hopefully not too much disappointment from players if a decision goes against them.
Yes, no, it's always hard when decision goes against you as a player, especially if you're absolutely trying your very best.
So for those watching maybe for the first time to check out State League Netball, 15-minute quarters here in the ANZ State League, and early stages, the opening quarter, it is 1-all. Great work in the defence there, Kate Highland. former player from Devonport, now with the Northern Hawks, as they look to build. They've had a great year, sitting second on the ladder, and good work there on that occasion by Tessa Coote, or Lydia Coote. A lot of pressure early on, Emma. It's been a good defensive start.
Yes, it has, and I expected both teams to come out very physical, so it'll be interesting to see.
As you can hear in the effects mic, big crowd as we mentioned earlier, and they're right into the game. They're hyped up from a fantastic 19s game that we've just seen. Long pass into the centre, gathered there by Norquay as the Cavaliers look to build. Kate Gibson.
It's always very vocal by both these teams.
Right to Dana Lester and getting that one inboard. And Deanna Wadley getting on the scoreboard. So the Cavaliers, early stages, 12.5 minutes left in the first term, leading 2-1.
Wing attack, obstruction.
It's been a good start for the Cavaliers. They'd be, the coach, Danny Carstens, would be pretty happy with the opening 3 or 4 minutes.
Yes, they've got good pressure on in the defensive end, and she probably wouldn't be too happy with that one. With those little errors sometimes that can be detrimental to the game.
And on such an important night for the Cavaliers, I certainly wouldn't want to see cheap turnovers. You can hear in the effects mic there, contact against wing defence. Tessa Coote on that occasion.
Advantage obstruction, centre. Goalkeeper obstruction. Obstruction, goal defence. Arms before. Yes, both of you.
So Ashley Moore and Zoe Claridge in attack there. Ashley Moore in particular has had an outstanding shooting season, hasn't she?
She has. She's definitely one of the best shooters that we have in the State League competition. And her and Zoe teamed up a little while ago to shoot over 100 goal game against Devon.
Offside,
so 2-2. And good teamwork there. Ends up with Deanna Wadley. So a very even start to the game here. Cavaliers 3-2.
Very interesting positioning, having Estelle in goalkeeper as well. She's played most of the season as a shooter for the Cavaliers. So.
Yeah, they sprung an early surprise there in the tactical side of the game. And I guess they need to do something a little bit different, try and catch the Hawks off guard a little bit, maybe in the opening stages, because I guess the opening quarter in particular is extremely important for the Cavaliers in particular.
Yeah, definitely a good start helps. I think in any sport, a good start helps, and I definitely think Estelle's height has determined that positioning, because Ash is definitely very tall and she's got long arms to go with that as well. So
yeah.
Offside, centre.
And she's a very tall young girl, Ashley Moore, and sinks that one very easily as the Hawks skip out 4-3.
Step.
Just under 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter here at the Silverdome. Thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. Great to have your company here tonight.
Contact, goal attack.
Our very first streaming broadcast. And great that you can be a part of it and appreciate your support. We are very passionate here at Fontaine Sports Media about local sport, and we're very glad that we can bring it here to you this evening. Really looking forward to the final series as well. Said the Arrows are red hot favourites to take it out, but gee, you look at the other sides, it's pretty even, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Arrows are out on top, but the next few teams down the list are all very, very close. So it'll be interesting to see who does meet Arrows in the finals.
Certainly will. Well, the Hawks have just started to settle in the last couple of minutes, and there's a big bomb. Doesn't quite drop in. And cleaning up there, Kelsey Norquay. So the Hawks, as you can see with our Tas Sports TV scoreboard, leading 5-3. 8.5 minutes remaining
Wing attack.
in the first quarter.
Take it in the goal third, yes. Advantage obstruction. Send wing defence, it's obstruction.
And Ashley Moore just getting away a little bit there, and an easy point. So they've had a good little period here, haven't they, the last 3 or 4 minutes. Emma, they just settled well, and there we see another interception.
Yeah, and I think they've got the Cavs a little bit rattled at this stage.
Going Hawks.
And that'll be a Hawks ball.
Contact, wing defence, advantage offside.
As you can tell, the umpire's mic there. Contact on wing defence.
Contact.
And contact against Ashley Moore. And that's bread and butter for her.
Hawks.
So the Hawks now open up a 4-point lead. And they'll take it from the centre again and transition very quickly. Ball with the captain, Ashton Wiley. And that'll go out. Missing the target on that occasion.
Yeah, a few little errors creeping in for both sides here. They just need to both sort of settle it down a little bit and make sure of their passes. And
Sideline,
another turnover there to the Hawks. Good pressure.
Going inside the circle. Advantage contact wing.
And a lovely pass on that occasion from Ashton Wiley.
Cavs.
And Ashley Moore simply too tall and able to take that very easily and sink it for another point. So 8-4 to the Hawks. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the opening quarter here at the Silverdome. It is the local derby.
Advantage offside wing.
Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks,
Advantage
Bellamy
obstruction
Organic
defence.
Cavaliers. All to play for tonight for the Cavs. As we mentioned earlier, a win and they will qualify for the finals. Obstruction there.
Subtraction. Hawks.
The Hawks will come away. Good interception. They just need to get it. Good work there on that occasion from Dana Lester.
Advantage obstruction wing.
Sit out wide to Shelby Miller. As the Hawks look to build. Kate Gibson, the captain, makes her way to the semicircle.
Advantage offside centre.
Some good quick
Keeper
hands there by
obstruction.
Yeah.
Diana.
And a couple in a row for the Cavaliers. Reduces the margin to 2. They'll get the ball from the centre through Dana Lester. And again, they transition quickly.
Centre. Contact. Where you are, Hawks.
So they've responded well in the last couple of minutes, the Cavaliers. They just seem to have upped the ante a little bit. With Kate
Advantage
Gibson now.
offside wing defence. Advantage obstruction goal defence.
Shelby Miller gets it
Advantage
in.
offside
Does take those
wing.
first few minutes to settle in.
And
Obstruction keeper.
obstruction there
In, goal
against
attack.
Kate Gibson, who will take the throw.
Obstruction.
And 3 in a row for the Cavaliers. Reduces the margin to just 1 point here at the Silverdome. In the opening quarter. Little pocket dynamo, Kate Gibson, isn't she? She
She is.
gets around that court. She's extremely fit and very fast.
Yeah, she's everywhere. Some good attacking pressure here by Hawks, forcing Cavs to go back to their defence.
Yeah, not a lot of options, so terrific. Oh, bit of a, that was pretty lucky there. It almost seemed to slip out of the hands of Shelby Miller on that occasion. Tessa Coote, sorry.
Advantage contact wing. Advantage
Two
obstruction.
coaches watching
Advantage
on
obstruction
with Tui,
wing.
Danny
Advantage
Carstens.
contact from offside wing. Advantage obstruction wing defence.
Cavs with the short balls just to make sure they're keeping possession and not making any mistakes.
So just 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Big long ball coming in. It was a good one. Ends with Gibson and she sinks it. So it's been a good comeback in the last 3 minutes here by the Cavaliers. 9-all. Very tight.
Untouched. Goal third.
As I mentioned earlier,
Goal
good crowd
third.
here at the Silverdome,
Goal
as there
third.
generally is.
Not set. You're out of
for
play. It's a caution.
the local
Goal
Launceston
defence. You're
derby.
out of play.
and that's a caution.
Great to have the umpires mic'd up, isn't it? It's just
Throw in Cavaliers.
Yes, it's good.
helps everybody.
Yeah, good to hear what they're saying.
Yes.
Because in the crowd they do go, oh, what was that call for? So they can always get their live stream out and
That's right.
actually hear what the calls are.
Watch Tas Sports TV
Contact
replay
in
tomorrow,
defence
and they
advantage
can
offside.
have a good look at it.
Vantage contact.
Quick
Contact
hands
wing
again.
defence advantage contact goal defence.
And we do have two of the best umpires in the state on this game. So
Vantage offside centre.
And turnover.
Centre contact.
So, inside the final 3 minutes, first quarter here at the Silverdome. ANZ State League Netball brought to you by Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. And what a great opening term it's been, 9-all. It's been a good second half of the first quarter.
Advantage contact win.
Crowd getting right into this game. Long ball into Ashley Moore. And obstruction. So she'll have the shot. On that occasion against Estelle Margetts. And no problems for Ashton Moore. As I mentioned earlier, she's had a terrific season for the Northern Hawks.
and that close, she just won't miss one from
No.
there. So
I think I saw last week her shooting percentage was up over, even though it was a heavy loss, personal shooting percentage was over 90%, so that's fair going.
yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me at all from her. She's had a very, very consistent season.
Certainly a big height advantage there for her over Estelle Margetts. It's no easy night for her, is it?
No, definitely not. She's gonna have a big one tonight if she's gonna get any balls off Ash at all.
So, minute and a half left
Advantage
in
instruction
the
centre.
first quarter. It is 11-9 to the Northern Hawks, the score at the moment. The ball ends up with Deanna Wadley, who has no trouble from there and reduces the margin to 1.
Advantage obstruction.
Throw in Hawks.
Good interception. Should be here there.
Yeah.
From the umpire. I think Rachel Stebbings on that occasion. Throw in to the Hawks, and there's Ashton Moore again. Ashley Moore, no problems at all. So just under a minute remaining. Score out to 12-10. It's the Hawks by 2.
Advantage contact centre. Contact wing defence, advantage offside.
Cavaliers would certainly love one here. It's with the captain, Kate Gibson. Just hits the
Throw
rim.
in Hawks.
And it's a throw into the Hawks. So
No, you're
just
on
half a minute
Hawks,
left.
Rita.
Still time for the Hawks to score. They look to get it down there in a hurry. Good movement
Goalkeeper, it's obstruction.
and a good interception.
Penalty inside the circle.
And Moore can't quite get it. And it's with Norquay now. We've got inside 10 seconds remaining. And I don't think we're going to have enough time for a score. It's 7 seconds left on the clock.
Advantage offside win.
They look to transition very quickly, and that's it. It is quarter time. Not enough time there for the Cavaliers. Well, a very entertaining opening quarter. It is the Northern Hawks leading 12 points to 10 at quarter time here on Tas Sports TV with thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the quarter time summary with Emma Reeder very shortly. At Fontaine Sports Media, we are passionate about bringing live local sporting action from anywhere around Tasmania. No matter what sport it is, including school sports, we can provide great coverage through our high-definition vision streaming online with expert commentary from anywhere around Tasmania. Many people can't get to sporting events for reasons such as age, health, work or studies, so we have the ability to bring the sport to them via any device they can watch from anywhere in the world. So please give us a call 0448 040407 or check us out on Facebook at Fontaine Sports Media. Give us a call today and we can help to promote your sport and take it to a new level and also provide you with copies of any event that you've got as well for your record. So please, once again, give us a call. Fontaine Sports Media 0448 040407 today.
The advisors at Myrtle Ridge Financial Services are experts in superannuation and retirement planning. They can help you achieve your financial goals and will assist you with any Centrelink benefits you may be entitled to. Each day that passes us by is one less day we have to plan for our retirement, so make your smartest decision and call us today for an appointment to discuss your future. Call them today on 6334 6330 or visit their website myrtleridge.com.au. Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, proudly supporting women's sport in Tasmania. The information in this segment is general only. It is not intended as personal recommendations for the audience. Please consider whether the information suits your circumstances before acting on it. This information provided by Paul Vaughan Stiglitz and Nigel Jones of NM Agencies Unit Trust, being authorised representatives and credit representatives of Charter Financial Planning Limited.
And welcome back with thanks to Fontaine Sports Media and Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. Quarter time here at the Silverdome, and it is the Northern Hawks, Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks leading Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers 12 points to 10 as we hear the whistle for the start of the second quarter. But some quick thoughts from Emma Reader on the opening quarter.
I think both teams came out pretty strong. There was a few little errors, a few just things they need to iron out a little bit. But yeah, very strong first quarter from both teams. And yeah, we'll only get more physical, I think, from here.
Yep, it's a big night, particularly for the Cavaliers as they look to secure a spot in the finals. If you missed the result from last night, Arrows had a big win over the Kingston Blues down at Kingston, 81 points to 33. So if the Cavaliers can get over the line tonight, they will feature in the finals next week. And a good start for the Hawks there, a big long bomb on that occasion from Zoe Claridge. Very important opening 2 or 3 minutes here for the Cavaliers. They want to certainly keep in touch. Quick transition again, good hands. Ends with Deanna Wadley who puts it away. So Sarah Lyons in the centre. Quick to get play underway again. And a wayward pass. It goes long. So turnover for the margin. 2 points in favour of the Hawks.
Cavaliers really need to score off this turnover just to keep the confidence up and stay in contact with the Hawks.
Advantage obstruction centre. Contact wing defence. Advantage offside.
Need to pick up all these loose balls here. You can see them all each player's fighting for the ball if it's a loose one anywhere.
Certainly are.
Goalkeeper contact.
Dana Lester getting the ball in, and it's going to be the ball for Deanna Wadley. Really important point. Oh, good work. Gets it over to Kate Gibson, who was off balance there and couldn't get the shot away. So disappointing turnover. And quick movement from the Hawks. They get the ball in, and good effort there by Estelle Margetts on that occasion, and she gets the throw, which is fantastic. So good defensive work.
Yeah, stepping call against Ash there, so.
Good offensive pressure from the Hawks. The Cavaliers get through that. They look to build. Ball with Wadley. She goes back.
Advantage obstruction.
Into Dana Lester.
Contact.
Centre for the Cavaliers. And ends up with Wadley. Steps in and it's just going to fall short. Rebound and it's going to be a Hawks ball. So a couple of opportunities for the Cavaliers on turnovers there, but not able to make the Hawks pay. So the margin stays at 2, 13-11.
No one's yet to score yet in the opening 2.5 minutes, so.
Wing contact.
Yep, so very tight, tense tussle here at the Launceston Silverdome. A cool night in Launceston. A big night of netball.
Obstruction.
Great to have a good crowd here tonight. Very big crowd. And a very noisy one. as the Cavaliers now trail by just the margin. I think they may have just put that.
Yeah, they have put that up wrong.
To the Cavaliers there. So it was actually a Hawks point. So just waiting for the match officials to change that. There they are. They're doing it right now as we speak.
Yes, they do have a little bit of trouble with that scoreboard from time to time.
So
Advantage obstruction centre. Advantage obstruction. Going Hawks.
14-12 the score in favour of the Hawks.
And a held ball call there. So let's hope the Cavs can bring it down this time.
Doing a very good job defensively in this second quarter, aren't they, Emma? They just need to be able to, I guess, make the Hawks pay on those turnovers.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. They just can't get the goals in.
Let's see if they can do it this time. They move forward. Cavaliers. Forward Kate Gibson. Gets it into Shelby Miller. Patient build-up from the Cavs.
Just working it round just to try and get the ball in there and make sure they're getting it to their player and not anyone else. So.
And that's going to be a turnover. So, again, disappointing outcome for the Cavaliers. Good defence from the Hawks. So 10 minutes remaining, 15-minute quarters, and wayward pass and good defence, a little bit of shepherding there, to use a football analogy.
Yes, there is a bit of that in netball, surprisingly, for a non-contact sport.
Great fast transition on the outer side, comes into Gibson, great work from Cavs now. Important point, once you can't get it, Gibson. So another opportunity goes begging, and they can't afford that tonight.
No, they can't.
But we've got a turnover as we speak. Can they make the Hawks pay?
They really need to sink this one.
They look to build through Shelby Miller.
They're certainly getting enough of the ball, and
They are.
and
They'd be happy with that.
just got to convert.
It's been extremely even second quarter so far. Now, Kate Gibson gets this one. Big point for the Cavaliers with 9 minutes remaining until half-time. The margin just one. And they'll get the ball from the centre. And Gibson just went down a little awkwardly there on the ankle, but seems to be moving okay.
And Zoe with a long bomb, and she sinks that one.
It's a great shot there, Zoe Claridge.
Contact goal defence, centre third.
Is here clearly contact against goal defence.
At least two
Wing
free
defence.
shooters in the circle, so they didn't quite get it in there quick enough though.
Keeper.
Terrific
Contact.
work there from Ashley Moore. Got the pass off. Gee,
Cavaliers.
I think they practiced that one on the court a few times. They knew exactly, they were in sync there.
Yeah, Zoe and Ash have been playing together for a little while now, and they know exactly where each other are.
Very quick movement from the Cavaliers, and Kate Gibson gets a point and reduces the margin with 8 minutes to go.
Now the game's starting to flow a bit better
It is,
now.
isn't it? Yep, really opened up in the
Stepping.
last minute or so. Yep. So turnover, the stepping.
Advantage obstruction and contact
You're
wing.
listening to Tas Sports TV's live coverage of the ANZ State League Netball. Also thanks to Netball Tasmania, coming to you live from the Silverdome. Rick Fontaine and Emma Reeder with special comments this evening. And the margin is just one. So, like the 19s, a real thriller. Geez.
Contact wing.
Threaded the eye of a needle there. Great pass coming in. They go back. Kelsey Northway with the
Advantage
ball.
contact wing defence.
Get into Shelby Miller. Good transition. Ends with Deanna Wadley, who makes it. So, scores tied up here at the Silverdome. Myrtle Ridge, Northern Hawks, the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers, 16 apiece as we count down towards half-time.
Yeah, keeper next to her.
So the ball ends with Zoe Claridge, who simple little pass and an easy one there for Ashley Moore.
Cavaliers.
great defensive pressure here again by Hawks. Cavs are struggling to get it down into their attacking end, and they are rewarded with the turnover.
Yeah, paid dividends there. Terrific pressure from the Northern Hawks. They move it forward quickly. Sarah Lyons getting it in, and another one. So the margin out to 2. They'll get the ball from the centre again. Moving it very quickly.
Keeper. Where you are, shooter, that's fine. Take a step in. Keeper.
So Ashley Moore, a good few minutes here, getting her hands on the ball and sinking them. Dana Lester with the ball from the centre. They need one here. Oh, almost a turnover. Good effort there on that occasion from Kate von Stiglitz. They're able to get the point.
Contact. Varney's not out,
Right,
wing.
the Hawks with the ball. Comes inboard. And good shooting again.
Cavaliers.
So, yes, you're right, Taylor. The game has really opened up, hasn't it, in the last 5 or so minutes?
Yeah, first few minutes neither team could score, and now it's just a flurry of goals both ends. So
Contact, wing defence, advantage offside, centre.
Cavaliers certainly close enough. The margin just 3.
Advantage obstruction.
and Hawks' defensive pressure is just very intense here at the moment.
Contact centre.
Cavaliers can't get it into their goal circle, having to go back to the line to their defensive players.
And Kate Gibson with a good shot. So the margin 2. 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Varney's not behind, goal defence.
Final round of the ANZ
Varney's
State League
obstructing
season.
defence.
Semi-finals commencing
Keeper.
next week.
It's over here,
We already
shooter.
know that
Shooter
the
in.
Arrows and Northern Hawks will clash in one of the matches. But it's always great to finish the
Cavaliers.
season knowing that there's 4 teams that can fill 2 spots in the final round of the season. Netball Tasmania will be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it means there's been great competition this year, as there is every year. But yeah, when you've got teams all that close, it means everyone's quite even. It makes for a good end to the season, that's for sure.
Indeed, we were
Defender contact.
talking pre-game to Catherine
Defender
Cool, and
contact.
the depth of
Defender.
young girls coming through is a real talent pool. Very exciting times for netball here in Tasmania.
Keeper contact.
Yes, there's certainly a lot of young
Advantage
girls
goal,
playing
contact,
netball
goal
these
defence.
days, and it's really exciting to see a lot of them up here spectating tonight and cheering on their
Advantage
respective
obstruction,
teams
centre.
and just seeing the potential. Good balance there by Ash, not to touch the post, otherwise would have been another turnover for the Cavaliers.
No, and the young kids, I tell you, they're remarkable too. I was up there watching my daughter play this morning. It was about 2 degrees at 9:30 this morning, and I tell you what, the kids weren't complaining. Parents were, but kids were having a great time.
It's always a good old cold morning out at Hobblers Bridge on a Saturday morning.
That's it. And I tell you what, it's not much warmer in here tonight, though, I've got to say.
Oh no, it's always freezing inside. Everyone always says it's always colder inside the Silverdome than outside, so no exceptions tonight.
No,
Contact,
indeed.
goal defence.
Contact
Centre
there
third.
against Kelsey Norquay. So it's been a good few minutes for the Northern Hawks, and it ends with Ashley Moore getting another one. So a little bit of danger signs here for the Cavaliers. They're just starting to get away, the Hawks. The margin 7, 25-18, 3 minutes remaining.
Advantage offside.
We need a good final 3 minutes here.
They definitely need to convert this goal.
That's obstruction, goal defence.
Deanna Wadley makes it, so reduces the margin to 6.
Varney's contact, goal defence.
2.5 minutes again.
Varney's
Good
obstruction and offside wing.
There's Ashley Moore. Just works that body so well, doesn't she? Her positioning's terrific.
Yeah, she's definitely got a strong hold, a good body position, and there's not many defenders that can defend her
Wing
very well,
attack,
that's for sure. So
obstruction.
she's definitely got the edge on a lot of people.
So final 2 minutes, the first half here at the Silverdome.
Advantage obstruction.
Thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. Great to have your company on our inaugural broadcast of ANZ State League Netball. And what a first half it's been. The Northern Hawks out by 7. Finished off this second quarter very well.
Contact wing.
They just need to try and eat into this margin if they can.
Go attack.
Fortunately not dropping on that occasion, so it's going to be a Hawks ball. Defence, good interception by Kate Gibson, the captain on that occasion. So can the Cavaliers get a couple of late points here to stay in touch?
Advantage obstruction wing. Advantage
Ball with Norcray.
offside. Contact centre.
Great to see that the umpires, they
Advantage
communicate a lot with the players too,
offside
don't they? And it's great for the players to know what's, I guess, what's happening and who's offside, and it must help a lot.
Yeah, the hand gestures and that definitely do help when it's very loud in the crowd and that sort of thing, to be able to know what's going on.
So we're inside the final 45 seconds here of the first half, and the Northern Hawks have just scooted away a little in the last 5 minutes. The margin 8.
Wing attack, contact,
And I
advantage
think they'd be
offside.
pretty comfortable to try and keep possession a little bit here and keep the Cavaliers from
Contact.
scoring.
Yeah, definitely, and just add an extra one. It's always good at the long bombs, so, and just an easy pass
Keeper.
in there to Ash.
Certainly helps having
Obstruction.
a tall goal
Cavaliers!
scorer like that, doesn't it? Ashley Moore. He's had a very good first half, but let's say defensively the Hawks have been terrific with their pressure as well. Inside the last 5 seconds,
Yeah.
so the Cavaliers want a late one here.
Keeper contact.
And they might run out of time.
Contact, yeah. Yes.
Okay, she'll
Kate Gibson will get time to have the shot and sinks it. And that is half time here at the Silverdome. And it is 28 points to 20 at half time. So they'll take a 5-minute break. Quick thoughts, Emma?
Yeah.
Very entertaining first half.
Yes, it is. The Hawks definitely got away towards the end of that quarter. Their defensive pressure is definitely very strong going into the Cavaliers' attacking end. So they definitely, Cavs definitely need to work on that a little bit and finding some more space. Just coming sort of down the court a little bit more and moving around, because they're using their wing defence and goal defence a lot coming into the attacking end. So they really need to open that up and get some movement happening in the circle so that they can get those quick passes in that they're known for.
Yep, set up for a big second half, a very important one coming up for the Cavaliers, of course. They trail 28 to 20 here at half time. As you can see, the spectators going to probably get themselves a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, which isn't a bad idea, and plenty of people rugged up, but big crowd as you can see, and we're going to have a little bit of a break, and we'll take a break as well. We'll be back very shortly here with thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. You're listening to Tas Sports TV's coverage of the ANZ State League. At Fontaine Sports Media, we are passionate about bringing live local sporting action from anywhere around Tasmania. No matter what sport it is, including school sports, we can provide great coverage through our high-definition vision streaming online with expert commentary from anywhere around Tasmania. Many people can't get to sporting events for reasons such as age, health, work or studies, so we have the ability to bring the sport to them via any device they can watch from anywhere in the world. So please give us a call, 0448 040407, or check us out on Facebook at Fontaine Sports Media. Give us a call today and we can help to promote your sport and take it to a new level, and also provide you with copies of any event that you've got as well for your records. So please, once again, give us a call, Fontaine Sports Media, 0448 040407 today.
The advisors at Myrtle Ridge Financial Services are experts in superannuation and retirement planning. They can help you achieve your financial goals and will assist you with any Centrelink benefits you may be entitled to. Each day that passes us by is one less day we have to plan for our retirement, so make your smartest decision and call us today for an appointment to discuss your future. Call them today on 6334 6330 or visit their website myrtleridge.com.au. Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, proudly supporting women's sport in Tasmania. The information in this segment is general only. It is not intended as personal recommendations for the audience. Please consider whether the information suits your circumstances before acting on it. This information provided by Paul Vaughan Stiglitz and Nigel Jones of NM Agencies Unit Trust, being authorised representatives and credit representatives of Charter Financial Planning Limited.
So welcome back to Test Sports TV. We're underway in the second half, and it is the Hawks who will start 8 points to the good. 28 points to 20. So what do you think Danny Carstens at half-time would have said to the troops?
Oh God, she would have said a lot, knowing Danny. She would have been very firm with them, and she would have had direction for each part of the court, defenders, centre courts, and the attacking end, just to making sure they're doing their own roles and getting the ball down into the attacking end.
Well, let's see what they can do. They've scored the first point.
Obstruction, it's a penalty inside.
8-point margin at half-time.
I think they've actually put that up on the wrong side, to be honest, because Hawks scored the opening goal and
advantage
there's
goal.
the Cavs. So
They're fun and games down there tonight. It is a cold night. Maybe their fingers are a little bit solid and not quite hitting the right dials.
oh, I'm having a few issues with that scoreboard.
So it's not the first time that's happened.
No, definitely not. It's happened in the earlier game as well.
So quick transition, ball comes in. And a little bit of a change at half-time. We've got Hannah Lee, one of the 19s players, I think. So,
Yes, she is. She's a very good little shooter, actually.
Yep. So Danny making some changes there at half-time. It's a very good young player. As you said, come from the 19s, played earlier.
Wing defence. And
out here for the start of the second half as the goal shooter.
Yeah, I reckon she's done that to get a bit more height in the shooting circle, being that Kate isn't the tallest player.
No.
She's quite an accurate shooter, but she's definitely not the tallest out there.
Advantage contact centre.
So, see the scoreboard now. Correct. So 30 points to 23. Make that 24. Deanna Wadley gets a point, and the Cavaliers edge a little bit closer. The Hawks will get the ball from the centre. For Sarah Lyons.
Advantage contact centre.
Put Tess into goal defence by the looks of that.
A little bit more height.
Yeah. So made a few changes at half-time.
Terrific interception. And a bit of room here for the Hawks to move.
Contact.
That'll be contact.
Yeah.
Move in.
Goalkeeper, it's obstruction over this side.
Just
Yeah.
simply too tall. Ashley Moore. This is a very rare miss for her.
Goalkeeper.
She'll get another go at it and makes no mistake this time.
And the Hawks with the centre pass here.
So the margin out to 8, 32-24 in favour of the Northern Hawks. They'll finish the regular season
Contact.
in second position and will face the all-conquering undefeated Arrows from Hobart next week in what should be a great semi-final. The Hawks will be looking to get revenge from their, must be said, heavy defeat last week.
Yes, but Hawks, being that they'll be on the road because the game's in Hobart next weekend, so they won't have the home support, but I know that they'll have a lot of supporters down there, as Hannah sinks that one for Cavs. They really need a couple more turnovers here for Cavaliers just to try and
Goalkeeper, it's contact.
get this score back.
A good response on that occasion. So it stretches that margin again to 9. 34-25 in favour of the Hawks.
Body construction, wing!
Hannah Lee with the ball. Gets it out wide.
Goal attack.
And it's against Deanna Wadley. Short ball movement here from the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks. As they move the ball forward.
Advantage contact, wing defence. Wing contact.
It's a dangerous period here for the Cavaliers, as that margin now is out to 10 points. And it's going to be very tough.
It's definitely going to be very tough to get back from here. I mean, we are only in the early stages of the third quarter, but still.
And I tell you what, there'll be a lot of people down at Kingston watching tonight, certainly hoping that the Hawks can do the job.
Yes, that's for sure. They'll be cheering on, I reckon.
They went down last night convincingly to the Arrows, 81-33, in case you missed that result last night down at Kingborough. So the margin at half-time was 8 points in favour of the Northern Hawks, and they've stretched that out to 11 with just over 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here at the Silverdome, hope you're enjoying our coverage. Rick Fontaine and Emma Reeder. Some great special comments tonight. Great to have her on board as part of our telecast. And as the Cavaliers get a much needed point, so an even 10 points the margin.
Time's been
It's a Hawks.
called here. She must
Talking to
have
Zoe.
an injury. She does have to come straight off the court. They've only got 30 seconds to change over the players as of the new rules that came in at the beginning of the season. So, so Kelsey Norquay's come back on and, to goal
Not
defence.
behind, wing.
So quite sure the problem there, but straight onto the table. Looks as though it could be an ankle injury.
By the looks of that, yes. Very common. in
Very
netball.
common in the sport of netball, yes indeed.
Wing attack.
But all the state league players, you will notice, they all have both ankles strapped, and whether they've done an ankle injury or not, just to try and prevent that.
Throw in Cavaliers wing area.
As you can see on the camera at the moment, plenty of warm woolen blankets out there, Emma, for the
Centre
spectators.
contact,
Yeah, I think we need ours up
offside.
here
Well, I
too.
think you're right. It's no insulation here as I look up to the roof. But it's a great facility. The floor
Advantage
looks
offside,
great,
wing.
and of course, really looking
Step
forward
in.
in October, Emma, to seeing the two best nations in the world set foot on the Silverdome. That's going to be a fantastic night.
Yeah, first time in 30 years,
Yep.
I do believe,
Yep.
and I've already got my tickets, and I'm really, really looking
Advantage
forward to it. I
contact,
did go to
shooter.
Melbourne last year to watch the Diamonds and the Silver Ferns play in the Constellation Cup, but it'll be great to have it down here in Tassie, and it's great that the tickets have already sold out. It means there's lots of support behind it, which hopefully means that we'll get it back again, maybe not next year, but maybe the year after. It'd be nice to have one every year, but
certainly would.
Yes.
And great that, Netball Australia and the work that, let's not forget, Netball Tasmania, with the work that they've put into with trying to get the game down here and being so successful. Big pat on the back to Netball Tasmania. It's great for the sport.
They've definitely done a lot of work to get it down here. It's been in the pipeworks, I think, for a few years now, so it's great for it to finally happen.
And it's really building netball here, and as you said, Emma, it's great that the match is sold out so quickly. I was talking to Silverdome management yesterday, around about 3,500 tickets, so I think it's a good atmosphere in here tonight with a few hundred, but 3,500 people here on the 12th of October. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, sure is, but even though, we all support the Diamonds, there will definitely be a few Silver Ferns here, and I reckon they'll be having a good cheer squad in the crowd, I reckon, cheering for them as well.
Absolutely. And of course, let's not forget the National League last week. What an incredible grand final, and what a climax that was to the up in Brisbane.
Double extra time doesn't happen very often, but I was watching that match as well, and it certainly was a good match, and I don't think you could have asked for a better grand final or a more evenly matched grand final.
No, one of the better sporting grand finals I've seen in a long time in any sport. Great to see. Meanwhile, here at the Silverdome, we've got around 5.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and it's the Northern Hawks doing it pretty comfortably at the moment, out by 11, 40-11. The Cavaliers doing all they can, and great work there on that occasion. Ends up with Kelsey Norquay. Turnover, no. Yes, so contact, as you heard in the effects mic there, wing attack, and a very quick transition, and the ball ends up with Ashley Moore, who has no trouble and extends the lead to 13. So, very even first quarter, margin just 2, the Hawks extending that to 8 in the second quarter, and now increase that by a further 5, 13 points the margin. Just under 5 minutes remaining, 41-28.
Obstruction.
And Deanna Wadley gets that one down.
Obstruction.
So the Hawks will get the ball.
Advantage contact, wing defence.
Tight defence, and that'll be another one for Ashley Moore. No.
Zoe does like to take those long bombs.
Yeah. And they're a deadly duo, those two up there in attack, aren't they? They've been terrific tonight, but been terrific all season.
Yes, they have. They have a little tactic. So Zoe takes the long balls, and Ash is in under the ring.
And look at that.
Rebound.
Zoe Claridge right on cue, Emma. Beautifully done.
Didn't need a rebound then.
All net. Great shooting from Zoe Claridge.
Advantage contact, wing.
And really starting to stamp their authority on this match here in the local derby. They're looking for 3 in a row against their arch rival, the Cavaliers. Margin 14 points as we head into the last 3.5 minutes. Counting down to three-quarter time. Great to have your company on Tas Sports TV. A big thanks to the team at Myrtle Ridge Financial Services here in Launceston. Great to have their support, our inaugural broadcast. And hopefully we'll have more sport coming up for you. But you can stay up to date with everything that we're up to. We look to bring more live local sport here in Tasmania.
Another injury time call by Lydia Coote there. I think she's suffering from a bit of asthma or something. She did tap her chest there towards Zoe. So we'll have another change here.
Looks like Kate Gibson coming back on.
Yeah, she'll come on to centre.
She almost looks like she's got the shivers. She looks so cold there, doesn't she, as she comes on?
Looks like Shelby Miller's going into centre and Kate into wing attack.
Yep.
She'll warm up pretty quickly, I reckon, though.
Yep, she leaves nothing in the tank, Kate Gibson. And look at her. She's out there already, moving very quickly. They need a good last few minutes here, the Cavaliers. And that's a fairly ambitious pass. But it is going to go Kate Gibson's way.
And the ball's off out the back, so the umpire's held time for that.
That'll warm up Kate very nicely, won't it, as she makes her way back.
Yep. Long way to come back, so...
Well and truly warmed up. Just can't afford to miss any shots now. And Deanna Wally makes no mistake. So Cavaliers with that move up to 30. Trailing by 14 points. 44 to 30. Second placed Northern Hawks in control.
Wing fence contact.
From about midway through that second quarter, they just really started to get on top. And that's a beautiful ball in.
Back where she is, yeah.
So it's going to come back to Zoe Claridge, who just dips it over the top to a teammate in Ashley Moore, who makes no mistake. So they've got all the answers at the moment, the Hawks.
Yes, Cavs really need to tighten up their pressure, I think, on the attacking end. They seem to be getting in there very easily. So.
And there's another turnover.
Shoot up, subtraction.
Hannah Lee. And the Hawks on the rebound.
Body distraction, Wing.
Oh, good interception there. And now the ball with Hannah Lee, waiting for some options. Goes back to Kelsey Norquay. Kate
Contact
Gibson.
advantage offside.
Just
Body distraction.
really need everything to go their way.
Subtraction.
And Hannah Lee, obstruction, as you could hear from the umpire, puts it in and reduces the margin. Saw their score go up by a couple there, but it's 45 to, I think that should be 31.
Yep,
it is.
that's correct,
So they've just corrected that, 45 to 31. And we're inside the final minute here of the third quarter. Crowd just gone a little bit quiet. The sting's just gone out of the game a little bit here in the last few minutes. And Ashley Moore once again.
Easy one over the top to her every time.
Yep. And they just don't have the height, do they?
No.
Body distraction, centre.
It'll be interesting to see what
Contact
Danny
wing
Carstens does at three-quarter time, to see whether she changes anything up
Advantage
or
cause, centre.
after all these injury times, or she keeps it all the same.
Sorry, goal attack, contact. Body distraction.
So
You're out
20
of play.
seconds remaining till three-quarter time, and it's a very handy lead here for the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks and the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers.
Cavs really need to hold this one up now.
Now they've got a chance. So turnover, Kelsey Norquay. They need to get it down in a hurry.
Yep.
Inside 10 seconds. They need a long one in. They get it. Terrific pass, and Deanna Wadley gets it.
No goal.
No goal there
goal.
at the end. Wasn't scored quick enough, unfortunately.
Just would have given them a
Must be
little bit of confidence going into the break, but unfortunately it doesn't go down. So that is three-quarter time here in the ANZ State League Netball, the final round of the season before the finals tip-off next week. And it is the Northern Hawks with a very handy 15-point buffer at three-quarter time, 46 to 31. We're going to take a quick break on Test Sports TV. We'll be back very shortly. At Fontaine Sports Media, we are passionate about bringing live local sporting action from anywhere around Tasmania. No matter what sport it is, including school sports, we can provide great coverage through our high-definition vision streaming online with expert commentary from anywhere around Tasmania. Many people can't get to sporting events for reasons such as age, health, work or studies, so we have the ability to bring the sport to them via any device they can watch from anywhere in the world. So please give us a call, 0448 040407, or check us out on Facebook at Fontaine Sports Media. Give us a call today and we can help to promote your sport and take it to a new level, and also provide you with copies of any event that you've got as well for your records. So please, once again, give us a call, Fontaine Sports Media, 0448 040407 today.
Have you ever stopped to think, how would you cope financially if you were off work for an extended period of time due to a sickness or an accident? How would you pay the bills or maintain your lifestyle if your income stopped? The advisors at Myrtle Ridge Financial Services are experts in disability insurance, and they can help you secure your most valuable asset, your ability to earn an income. Call them today on 6334 6330 or visit their website myrtleridge.com.au. Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, proudly supporting women's sport in Tasmania. The information in this segment is general only. It is not intended as personal recommendations for the audience. Please consider whether the information suits your circumstances before acting on it. This information provided by Paul von Stiglitz and Nigel Jones of NM Agencies Unit Trust, being authorised representatives and credit representatives of Charter Financial Planning Limited.
With thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, you're listening and watching our very first inaugural Tas Sports TV broadcast. It is the Northern Hawks holding the advantage at three-quarter time, 46 points to 31 over the Cavaliers. And well, it's going to take a monumental effort in the final quarter here for the Cavaliers to keep their season alive. But for their supporters and for the team, it's looking pretty unlikely at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a few too many goals to come back from here, I think. I think the Hawks will get this one.
And they'll start as they have finished on a lot of occasions, not dropping on that occasion for Ashley Moore, but she'll get another chance and doesn't often miss two in a row. And the margin now out to 16. Early stages of the final quarter, this ANZ State League clash. We also thank Netball Tasmania for their terrific support of our broadcast tonight. We hope you're enjoying our coverage on Tas Sports TV. We are very excited to be bringing it to you. And if you want to find out a little bit more about us, head to our Facebook page, Fontaine Sports Media. So I'll spell that for you. It's FONTYN, so Fontaine Sports Media. You can find out all of us. You can join us also on a Thursday night for our sports show. Every Thursday night from 7:30 p.m, where we talk all things local sport. And no doubt we'll be previewing the big weekend of ANZ State League Netball next week as the finals get underway. So it's starting to become pretty clear that Kingston will earn themselves a semi-final spot. But who they'll take on, well, we need to wait and find out what's happening in the other big game tonight, and that is Karana and Cripps Waratah, because the winner of that will also feature in the finals.
Yes, that's correct. So that should be an interesting game down there. I reckon it'll be a bit closer than this one. Another turnover there by the Hawks, straight into Ash. And
a pretty easy one. So Ashlyn Moore just applauding her teammates up the court.
Advantage break, goal
And this will give them a big confidence boost for the finals next week. Said disappointing loss last week, but they all got to start all over again now, don't they? I know the Hawks have to travel south, but at the end of the day, it is a finals match and anything can happen.
That's right. You never know. The Hawks have brought Jennifer Guyon into centre now, and she'll give them some fresh legs there, and she does work well with Nakia Lappin in wing defence. So
Deanna Wadley gets it in for the Cavaliers. The margin still out by 17 points, 50 to 33.
that was a tricky little pass there by Zoe. She just dropped it on the ground, and I hope Ash should pick it up.
Throw in, Cavaliers.
And still not able to get that one, Zoe.
Offside wing.
So I must also thank the rest of my team here tonight. Derek Phillipson, he's spent I don't know how many hours getting all our equipment set up. If you could want to check out the photo on our Facebook page. He was here yesterday getting things set up. And also to Mike Nesham, our cameraman. Great to have them here supporting us tonight. Fontaine Sports Media. And we hope you've enjoyed the coverage as well, wherever you may be viewing tonight. I know we've got some people travelling overseas at the moment tuning into us tonight as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm sure they're missing the 3 degrees or 4 degrees here in Launceston tonight, Emma.
Yeah.
Not?
No, definitely not. There's Another turnover there by the Hawks. So.
Advantage obstruction attack.
So great clear instructions coming from the umpires.
Contact centre.
And yes, contact there. Centre.
Centre, you're out of play.
Cavaliers
No,
way.
centre. Stand out of play.
There we go.
The umpire's definitely telling her.
Yep, that was Rachel there. Rachel Stebbings, as they should, getting the authoritative teaching voice happening there when you need to. If someone doesn't listen to you or hear you straight away, you need the game to get on quickly. And the Cavaliers look to build through the captain, Kate Gibson. 10.5 minutes remaining in this one here at the Silverdome between the big rivals. There's another turnover.
So unfortunately what does start to happen when players start to get a little bit frustrated when the score's not going their way. Unfortunately, those little mistakes and little errors and start creeping into their game. Terrific
transition there. Great team play from the Northern Hawks. And they're out to 20 points now almost. 51 to 33.
Advantage contact centre.
It's been a year of transition for the Cavaliers. So Danny Carstens, the senior coach, retiring. And some good young talent there. And as we saw in the 19s and unders, the Northern Hawks and the Cavaliers put on a great display.
They have got a very young side this year for an open side, the Cavaliers, so they'll have to rebuild that over the next few years, and hopefully then they'll be back up in the final spots in the next couple of years.
Kelsey Norquay just not able to have the height to impose herself there on that occasion, and Ashley Moore getting an easy point. And the game just starting to balloon out a little bit here.
Great pass over to Hannah Lee there.
And speaking of young talent, Hannah Lee out coming onto the court in the second half. Had a fine season.
Instruction wing.
Played earlier in the 19s game as well. And coming on a tactical move from Danny Carstens at half-time, replacing Kate Gibson there. So Kate having to come on during that third quarter. Ball ends up with Zoe Coach,
and that's a caution.
Get it? She'll get another go.
Subtraction.
Yeah, no problems from close distance. So 8.5 minutes remaining here in the final term. Thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. It's an 18-point lead to the Northern Hawks.
Another little error there by Deanna.
Wing defence.
And of course also it does mean the end of the season coming up for the Cavaliers. Final round of the season as we mentioned. And
advantage break, goal defence.
They've had a great period, a lot of great history, the Cavaliers, but certainly in a bit of a rebuilding phase at the moment. Their young players will learn a lot. Danny Carstens will learn a lot about her squad. And no doubt they'll have a bit of a break and then already start preparations for 2017.
Yes, Danny's certainly got a lot of knowledge about netball, so she's definitely a great coach for the Opens side. So they'll learn a lot from her, and hopefully they'll be able to build over the off season and come out bigger and better next year.
Centre.
And from the Hawks side, what would Ruth Tui be pleased about tonight, do you think, Emma, heading into the finals next week?
I definitely think their defensive pressure has been really great, especially coming into the Cavs attacking ends. They've definitely held them up from getting into the circle, so their circle defenders are definitely doing exactly what she would want. So I think that'll be good coming into next week, and let's just hope they can do an even better job next week against Arrows. It's going to be a tough one, but they do have a second chance because they.
So they'll obviously play the winner of Kingston and the yet to be determined, or the loser of that game. Arrows and Hawks will play the winner of Kingston and the yet to be determined side.
Yeah, that was a Good balance there by Ash. Rewarded with a goal, and we'll see if Cavs can get one off this one.
So just 6 minutes remaining here at the Silverdome. Test Sports TV's coverage, ANZ State League Netball.
Contact, goal attack.
The margin, 20 points in favour of the Northern Hawks.
Pausing contact.
They've shown their class tonight, particularly from about the middle stages of that second quarter. Tight opening quarter, the Hawks led by 2, 8 at half-time, and then further extending that to 15. So they've increased their lead every quarter, the Hawks.
Advantage obstruction, goal attack.
And,
Centre obstruction.
so just looking at Ruth Tui there, looking very relaxed, as she should be, and applauding that one.
Cavaliers.
There's the margin out to 20 points, 5.5 remaining in the final quarter.
The Hawks will be happy to get away with 2 wins tonight, both in the 19s and the Opens games. So their 19s team also will make the final. So their game tonight determines second and third. So the 19s will have finished second on the ladder, and the Cavaliers will have finished third on the ladder. So
Yeah, that should be a very exciting final series as well, particularly after what we saw tonight between the Cavaliers and the Hawks. If you missed that result, it was a 1-point ball game in favour of the Hawks, 52 to 51. And a nice one again there from Ashley Moore. So yeah, the Arrows certainly will start red-hot favourites when the finals get underway next week. Undefeated, they've been all-conquering and haven't really looked like losing.
Where the centre
no,
is.
to be, I couldn't see them losing the final, but I may be speaking too soon. They've definitely been the strongest team all year. But I reckon somebody's got to take it up to them in the final, I reckon. Not sure who it'll be yet, but we'll wait and see.
No, well, you never know.
Advantage obstruction.
Again,
Winning every game brings a lot more pressure too.
Yeah, and
Contact, goal attack, advantage offside.
as you saw in the finals with the Firebirds and the Swifts, like
Yep.
even those calibre of players can be rattled like Ramil Aiken. So it'll be interesting to see.
And I guess as well, Emma, it's the facts are that they're undefeated, but you don't play for points in finals. You play to win, and the pressure will be on them, and the other sides will have nothing to lose. But yeah, you're quite right. They've had an outstanding season. They're a great team, and they're going to take some beating.
That's for sure.
Up to the circle.
So just over 3 minutes remaining. Obstruction there. So Ashley Moore is a pretty easy shot for her that she makes. There's the score now out to 22 points, 60 to 38.
Yep.
So big, confident, building win coming up for the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks. As Deanna Wadley gets a consolation point there for the Cavaliers.
Wing defence, contact.
There's definitely a lot of bodies on the line tonight. There's been a few hit the floor. Nice pass over at Ash.
Very nice, and they're doing it beautifully. The Northern Hawks, the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks are going to score a pretty big win here. 2.5 minutes remaining. Closing stages of the local Launceston Derby, ANZ State League Netball, thanks to Myrtle Ridge Financial Services. It's been a great night, a great 19s game, and it's been a very, very impressive performance tonight from the Hawks. And they'll take a lot of confidence out of this as they begin their finals campaign next week.
I dare say Ruth won't be as relaxed next week, I don't imagine. So. Very easy one here for Ash, yeah. Doesn't miss those ones.
No. So that margin is 22. Northern Hawks 62, leading the Cavaliers 40. So it's been a big final quarter. They've outscored the Cavaliers 16 points to 9.
Advantage goal.
make that 10. And with just over a minute remaining. Crowd
Contact.
in their plenty of puffer jackets. I wish I'd invented puffer jackets, Emma, because I'll tell you what, I'd be a very rich man.
Contact, advantage
Especially
offside.
at the netball, that's for sure.
They are everywhere. You can probably see them on the camera. It is puffer jacket territory, but it is puffer jacket weather.
Contact.
So, just under a minute to go.
Cavaliers.
Hawks will be really looking just to run out and finish this game, score as many points as possible still, and keep that defensive pressure on, just to make sure that they can finish out their game and get in all the practice they can ready for next week against Arrows.
Absolutely. And fortunately for them, no injuries tonight, so they should have a full list to kick off their finals campaign next weekend. As I mentioned, they'll take on Arrows. The final 20 seconds, the margin 22 favour the Hawks. Let's see if they can get a late one here. With 10 seconds to go, Ashley Moore. She's got good hands.
Yeah, she's got very safe hands.
And the ball comes in. She might get another one here, right on the buzzer. And she does. And right on cue. A very impressive victory to the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks over the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers. The players from both sides come together. Very impressive performance. Cavaliers scoring 10 points that quarter. Finish on 41. The Northern Hawks 19 points for the quarter. So a big quarter there. 65-41 the final score. And that is the end of 2016 for the Cavaliers. But great to see the two sides in the middle.
Yes, Cavs will be a little bit disappointed with that end to the season, but they definitely are in a rebuilding stage at the moment. And Hawks were there a few years ago. They've really rebuilt over the last couple of years, and they deserve to be in the finals this year. They've had a really awesome year, so good luck to them in the finals.
Yep, no, we wish the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks all the very best. The Cavaliers, unfortunately for them, won't be lining up in the finals this season, but they certainly would have learned a lot. A very young squad, as we mentioned earlier, and very shortly we're going to catch up with the two captains, Ashton Wiley from the Northern Hawks and Kate Gibson from the Cavaliers, to get their thoughts. But we might just take a quick break while the teams have a quick meeting. We'll be back very shortly here on Tas Sports TV. At Fontaine Sports Media, we are passionate about bringing live local sporting action from anywhere around Tasmania. No matter what sport it is, including school sports, we can provide great coverage through our high-definition vision streaming online with expert commentary from anywhere around Tasmania. Many people can't get to sporting events for reasons such as age, health, work or studies, so we have the ability to bring the sport to them via any device they can watch from anywhere in the world. So please give us a call, 0448 040407, or check us out on Facebook at Fontaine Sports Media. Give us a call today and we can help to promote your sport and take it to a new level, and also provide you with copies of any event that you've got as well for your records. So please, once again, give us a call, Fontaine Sports Media, 0448 040407 today.
Myrtle Ridge Financial Services is proud to be a partner in tonight's big clash between the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks and the Bellamy's Organic Cavaliers. We wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's match as they move forward in their quest for a grand final berth. Myrtle Ridge is a financial services business located at 43 Elizabeth Street in Launceston. The advisors provide quality advice in relation to superannuation, investment and life insurance needs. Call them today on 6334 6330 or visit their website myrtleridge.com.au. Myrtle Ridge Financial Services, proudly supporting women's sport in Tasmania. The information in this segment is general only. It is not intended as personal recommendations for the audience. Please consider whether the information suits your circumstances before acting on it. This information provided by Paul von Stiglitz and Nigel Jones of NM Agencies Unit Trust, being authorised representatives and credit representatives of Charter Financial Planning Limited.
So welcome back to Tas Sports TV's coverage. A terrific win for the Northern Hawks here tonight at the Silverdome. As the crowd just start to disappear, make their way out of the Silverdome tonight. A very impressive win indeed for the Northern Hawks as they win 65 points to 41. And very shortly we're going to catch up with the two captains of both sides. Great to see so many people here tonight. And it's been a very enjoyable game of ANZ State League Netball. And we're certainly looking forward to the finals series indeed. So we're just waiting for the crowd to make their way out. And very shortly we'll catch up with the two captains, Ashton Wiley from the Northern Hawks and Kate Gibson from the Cavaliers. So we'll just head on down now to catch up with the two captains and join them on the court. It'd be great to get some feedback on tonight's game here at the Silverdome. So you're with Rick Fontaine here on Tas Sports TV. I've been joined now by the captain of the Northern Hawks, Ashton Wiley. Ashton, great win tonight, particularly probably middle stages of that second quarter. You seem to get right on top.
Yeah, we were a bit flat to start with, but we really built quarter time. Ruth had a few words to us and we really went back to our game plan and stuck to it, and that's what we have to do working into finals.
Disappointing, of course, last week losing, but it must get a little bit of confidence. Finals is totally different, so the Arrows will certainly be under a lot of pressure given that they've obviously been undefeated. So you'll take some confidence out of tonight?
Yeah, definitely. We've tried a few things against them last week, and then we saw a few holes in their game plan that we could really work towards. So if we can keep working on those game plans for the whole 4 quarters, then we should set us up for a good match. Defensive pressure seemed to be really good tonight, particularly in that second half. Was that something you really focused on? Yeah, we've been focused on that all year, really. It's one of our core strengths, so if we can take that to Arrows in the finals, we should set us up. And for the season itself, for the Northern Hawks, it's been a great season. Obviously great to beat your rivals 3 times this year in the local derby as well. Great crowd, and obviously hoping for plenty of fans to head south next week. Yeah, of course. We've really worked towards a real professional club, and we're really the top team in Lonnie now, so it's all coming together and working towards a good finals run. Well, we wish you well played tonight, and good luck against the Arrows next week. Thanks, Rick. Ashton Wiley joining us there from the Myrtle Ridge Northern Hawks. Great victory for them tonight, 65-41. And very shortly we're going to catch up with the captain, hopefully, of the Cavaliers, Kate Gibson.
Well, Cavaliers captain Kate Gibson has been good enough to join us tonight. Kate, thanks for your time. Obviously, disappointing result for the club and obviously missing out on finals action tonight, but the team never stopped trying and look, a young team, rebuilding, and it's still a lot of positives to take out.
Yeah, I guess we just didn't really capitalise on our opportunities when we were given them. A few like simple errors, footwork errors. We threw away the ball a few times, but I thought our defensive pressure for pretty much the whole game, the intent of the girls was outstanding. So I guess that's something to take away from it.
Yeah, and I guess as well, blooding some young talent as well. We saw Hannah Lee come on there in the third quarter as well, and the 19s game was obviously a cliffhanger, 51-50, I think the margin was. So a lot of depth with the club as well. That must be something to look forward to.
Yeah, the club's definitely in a rebuilding phase. We've got heaps of potential in the 19s coming up. So it's exciting for what next season has to bring. And obviously we will turn our attention to that now as a senior group. But no, we're well and truly on board for the 19s final campaign. Bring it on.
Should be a great final series. We don't know the makeup of the finals yet. I mean, obviously we've got another game in Hobart tonight, but I guess as well for the Northern Hawks, they showed a lot of positive signs as well, but the Arrows are going to be pretty tough to beat, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. With the 19s losing tonight, it meant that they lost their double chance. They've got a big week tomorrow, and the Hawks have a big game next weekend against the Big Arrows. So, no, it should be some good netball in Hobart next weekend.
Absolutely. Well, thanks very much for joining us. I know it's always disappointing after a loss, but also thanks to yourself and the club for all your support during the season as well. And enjoy the off-season.
Yes, I definitely will. Thanks.
All right, Kate Gibson, the captain of the Cavaliers, joining us tonight on Tas Sports TV. And it's been a great night, and we look forward to hopefully bringing you more netball action. But for all of you out there that have been tuning in, wherever you've been, you might be over in the European summer. I know a few people who probably have been tuning in from Europe tonight, and Kate Gibson's parents might have been two of them. Thanks very much for your company. Thanks very much to our cameraman, Mike Nesham, and Derek Phillipson, who has spent hours here getting all our gear set up. Thanks very much to Netball Tasmania for their support, Myrtle Ridge Financial Services as well, and it's been a great night and we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Hopefully you've enjoyed it as well. Thanks very much for your company. Don't forget, check us out on Fontaine Sports Media, and you can join us on Thursday night for our show from 7:30 p.m. But for now, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. You're probably going to tune over to the Olympics now. Rick Fontaine, good night.
Well done, everyone. One time.